Alrighty. Hopefully my voice is coming through. Hey Trashcan, how you going? Just need to wait for the messages to start popping up, then we'll get started. Hopefully that's all good. There we go. It's loaded in. Nice. Alright. Hello Carlos, welcome back. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit, because I was listening to the save streams yesterday. I think the music was a bit high, and that was hard to hear, so... hopefully that's better. Hopefully you're all having a relaxing weekend. There we go, bit of a stutter there. About my voice being a bit faint, I do need to pick up a microphone stand. So currently the mic's sitting off to the side of my computer, so that's probably why I'm not as clear. Like if I move closer now, it's probably better. But yeah, I will get a mic stand. No, don't say sorry, man. Like I said, it was kind of off the cuff again. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream, but yeah. I went for a walk, got some dinner, and yeah, decided to come back again. Hey, welcome. We're playing my favorite like story in Fallout. Favorite thing, I guess. No, I know what you're doing there. Nice try though.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler had...
Hello, Namish. Welcome. I didn't think I had any... Yeah, cool. Alright, we're heading for the Sierra Madre.
Afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling. Then you're not gonna shop here.
Actually, what am I doing? Because like it gets taken off me anyway. So yeah, who cares about ammo? Let's go, guys.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
Didn't you? Are you the same guy who asked that yesterday? Dick Cheney. What are my thoughts on him? I don't have thoughts. Unless there's some like recent news controversy or something. But I don't know, I don't really pay attention to the news. It's certainly not American news since I'm on the other side of the world, so...
Things are tense on the strip right now. The head of one of Mr. House's families was killed.
Hey. Don't start that, matey. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't really know anything about Dick Cheney, other than that he was, like a VP or something, back in the early 2000s. I feel like this is meant to be a meme or something, in which case I don't get the joke. Hey! None of that, matey. Probably... Where's it just a bit? Hey! Shush! Stop that, matey. So probably... I'll take your word for it, Joe. Yes, I'm from Australia. If the if the accent didn't give it away. And I guess I'm actually in Australia as well, not just from it. While you're all warming up here, it's actually been wet and cold today. We're getting the last gasp of autumn here before freezing cold winter hits. It gets very cold out here in the country. I'll take your word for it, Joe. Do I box kangaroos for fun? No. If you guys don't know, getting hit by a kangaroo tail is more likely to knock your head off. They're very, very strong creatures. They can, like, their tail is basically like being hit by a ton of bricks or a grand piano, that kind of thing. Nah, this is an Aussie accent. A Kiwi would be something more like this. That's more of a Kiwi accent. But I won't, I won't insult our Kiwi brothers. My fellow Anzacs, I guess. No, I'm not in Perth. I'm on the other side, like southeast. Not Tasmania though. Not that far south. Yeah, this is the grab jump mod I was talking about yesterday. If anyone wants to play with it, it's on my itch page under the Desert Rain mod like page. You can get it there. It's not like realistic at all. I just do it because it's like fun, especially in combat. It's kind of like a gun fu vibes, I guess. Ah, does she voice characters in New Vegas? There you go, I didn't know that. I know she's, she kind of got a big break with working with, what's his face, Tarantino, like Death Proof. And I remember her having a cameo in The Hateful Eight as well. That's fair, Joe. What's the lore behind this character? Like my player character or the companions? This is just like an NCR character. Well, I didn't really put that much thought into it because I've just been messing around in New Vegas. Yeah, so just going all in on the NCR this playthrough. I guess we can think of her as like a soldier. I wasn't really expecting this to turn into like a full playthrough when I started playing, like, started this week, was it? So yeah, I was just kind of messing around, and yeah, I managed to get out of, usually when I start a New Vegas playthrough, if I can get past, like, Prim, usually that point, I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to do something with this character. Wipers or something? How are they still here? I wiped them out.
They killed him!
By the way, is there any, for you guys watching, have you noticed any difference in quality? Because I changed the output to 1440p with a higher bitrate. Apparently that will help. That forces YouTube to stream at a higher quality. Let me know. Hopefully it's not like super unstable either. Hello, welcome back.
Watch out for the stinger.
Let me just adjust my mic there. Yeah. Yeah, I like this this setup. Like I was talking about yesterday, I go for like a vanilla plus playthrough. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not actually, like I'm still recording and all that at 1080p, because that's my, like my native resolution. But the output has been scaled up, so fingers crossed it looks better. But yes, and gentlemen, I go for a vanilla plus playthrough. Like a couple of visual mods, but mostly I'm using gameplay mods because I like to preserve the art style of New Vegas and Oblivion, things like that. Skyrim not so much, because it kind of needs all those visual mods. I think it's really drab and grey by default. But yeah, New Vegas, I like to preserve the core art style. Almost there, guys. I just decided to walk here while people filter in. We'll get to New Vegas in a couple... not New Vegas. Dead Money in a couple of minutes. And if you didn't know, Rosa has reactivity for all the story DLCs. So she'll be coming along as well. And when I just tested it before, Asim gets teleported over as well. Although obviously he won't say anything. Rosa will though. Alright, we ready? Here goes, guys. Yeah, it's crazy what some people have done with the Morrowind engine. Like I know Open Morrowind is a big deal nowadays. But to me, I think the only thing I use is like obviously Code Patch, the script extender, MGE, but like actual visual mods, the only thing I used was a Morrowind enhanced textures. Yeah, 100% ding ding. Or ding to ding. Yeah, it's fantastic what they cram in roughly 2.5 hours. This is like peak Fallout for me. Even though I still love the first game. let it play out since and not talk over the intro.
Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening. One big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part.
It's letting go.
It's letting go.
Yeah, 100% about open Morrowind. It's crazy what they're doing with 20-year-old tech. Here we are.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid. Play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
Stuttering or something. That's probably the modifier or whatever they got on the audio.
It's like that Pip-Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world.
Sorry, I think that's just New Vegas.
Do what I say, and the caller
Same
will
thing
go.
with people wearing
Refuse,
masks. Sometimes it
try and run,
stutters.
disobey me, I'll kill
not a
you
very
and
nice
find
sound
someone
there.
else. There's no escape from here until I let you go.
Yeah,
The
Elijah
sooner
was
you
kind of
accept
a
the situation,
mythical
the
figure
better.
because of how he was built up in the main game.
That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps. You'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
Yeah, whoever voiced him did a fantastic job. Really, the voice acting in well, the variety is a bit of an issue in the base game, but certainly in the DLC, everyone is kind of great. Like the guy who did Ulysses in Lonesome Road. Wow, what a voice! He was like made for that role.
Around the hill are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it. I've downloaded the instructions and markers on your Pip-Boy, in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on your wrist. Get the other 3 here after that. I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go.
Don't mind the 2 companions I brought with me. Really, I should have scripted Rosa and Asim had I actually done DLC for him to have bomb collars as well. But yeah, that was a lot of extra effort.
Your piece of Rocco trash will help you, I've ensured it. And tune into their frequency. It was part of their business. Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you.
Hey,
I've
Swallow,
downloaded
welcome back.
instructions on an audio log.
I'm good, how are
in
you going?
In case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind
Sorry about
you.
the stuttering, guys. We're nearly through the dialogue.
Countless diversions await.
I don't know who this Father Elijah guy thinks he is, but he needs a boot
Or
up
stay
his
in one of our
ass.
exclusive executive suites that will
You
shelter
didn't think I'd leave you
and
behind
cater to
after
your
walking into that
every
little
whim.
surprise, did
So
you?
if life's worries have weighed
Took a while
you
to track you down, amigo,
if you need an
but we're
escape
getting
from
out of
your
here in
troubles,
one piece.
or if you just
I'll rip
need an
that collar off with my
opportunity to
teeth if I
begin
have to.
Again. Join us. Let go.
Come
and leave
now.
the world
You didn't
behind
think
at
I'd
the
let you have
Sierra
all the
Madre
fun, did
grand
you?
opening
I've got
this
your
October.
back. No matter where these fuckers might spirit you off to.
Has your life taken a turn?
This fog is gonna be a pain in the ass to navigate,
Has
but
fortune left
we're
you
getting out of
behind?
this alive.
If
I can
so,
promise you that.
the Sierra
As for
Madre
Elijah,
Casino,
well,
in all
we'll
its
see about
glory,
that.
Is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth,
Yeah, I can't
excitement,
understand
and intrigue
the,
await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful
I love Dead
resort.
Money. I'm playing it
Make
because I
new
want
friends,
to.
or
But about
rekindle
your
old
point,
flames.
Trash, I
Let your
can't
eyes take in
understand the hate
luxurious expanse
for
of
Dead
the
Money.
open desert
Like, I
under
understand-
clear,
whoop.
starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the
Sorry, I
sunset from our
accidentally
villa
interrupted him there.
rooftops.
I can't understand the hatred for, or not hatred, the people who did,
Or stay in
who
one
didn't
of
like
our
Dead Money,
exclusive executive
because
suites that will shelter you and cater
like I
to
understand
your
it's
every whim.
different from the base game
So if
and different to the
life's
point
worries
where
have weighed you
people
down,
might not
if you need an escape from
like
your
how
troubles,
much of
or
a
if you
departure
just
it is
need
from the
an
base game,
opportunity to begin
but
again,
I love it.
join us.
Obviously as a like a
Let go
single
and leave
experience,
the world
it's so
behind at the
cohesive
Sierra
and
Madre
yeah.
grand opening this October.
No, you're right, Swilla. You weren't incoherent yesterday. Like I said, all these, or all the streams I do are just kind of like relaxed hangouts. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you just want to chat,
Madre Casino, in all its
it's
glory, is inviting you
no
to
worries.
begin again.
So who would let's go.
Come to a place where wealth,
Okay, we'll do dog
excitement,
first.
and intrigue await around every corner.
Is that
Stroll
gas?
along
Why
the
do I keep
winding
getting that
streets of our beautiful
like
resort.
warning indicator?
Make new friends, or rekindle old
Maybe a
flames.
bug or something. I'm not sure.
Let your eyes take in the
So
luxurious
just
expanse
for
of
the
open
record, I'm
desert
playing on
under
very
clear,
hard and
starlit
hardcore.
skies.
But note
Gaze straight
I'm
into
on
the
like
sunset
level
from our villa
30
rooftops.
something at this stage.
Countless diversions
Yeah,
await.
and I'm
Gamble
kind of
in our
OP.
casino.
So the
Take in
checks
theater,
and
or
all that
stay in
jazz
one of
shouldn't
our
really be an issue.
exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your
And
every
because I've
whim.
got 2 followers
So
here,
if life's worries have
we're going to
weighed
carry
you
all that
down,
gold out,
if you need
for sure.
I pray we don't encounter any nightkin.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm being hit by though. Like, I can't be standing in like the toxic gas. Otherwise, it would have said. But yeah. Anyway,
And if you don't succeed, what then?
I'm going to get dog first. I'm just getting some chips because I'm a kleptomaniac. Game mixtape. Yeah, we talked a bit about mixtape yesterday. I'm indifferent to it. Like, I was never going to play it anyway. See, there's that damage indication again. Yeah, for the video, I played it at like level 5 or something. And it was really like fun, quote unquote. But because I'm kind of over leveled, you kind of miss out on that at this stage. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, I didn't know that. I think I played on hardcore last time, but maybe it's because I'm on very hard, it adds that extra modifier. I don't think New Vegas is poorly balanced. I think its economy, for example, is really good. Oh shit, it took my bobby pins as well. Or more for me for not paying attention. But yeah, because it's mainly because of the like content pack DLCs, like the Couriers pack, that all the free shit you get at the start of the game that kind of breaks the balancing. But I do agree that early on the game feels better because
Outside, you
is
may notice your
still
visual pulse
an
get
obstacle.
dizzy. It's the cloud. Eat your insides slowly. Too much exposure. Death.
Yeah, and like on some level I agree that
Don't go through the gate to Puesta del Sol yet. Gather the others first.
that people are milking it, but you know, astroturfing's hardly a new issue, so at the same time calling it out's a good thing. Yeah, so there must be a very slow damage effect, that must be why. That's interesting, I didn't know that. See, still learning things after all these years. It's probably because I'm on very hard. Slowly ticking damage. So we're going for dog first. Would I rather fight Leon or Max Payne? Like myself in real life?
Watch out for the villa inhabitants.
Both of them would kick my ass, so I guess it's besides the point.
If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
So I haven't invested in throwing weapons, and I think my melee skill is also really bad, so... That is true, yeah. Do I play any platformers? Nah, not really. Puzzle games, grand strategy, racing, sports, and platformers are like the games I don't play. And like MMOs, MOBAs, competitive shooters, stuff like that as well. Like I never grew up with like a N64 or anything like that, so I was never like a Nintendo kid either, so I never got into those kind of games. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Pickle. I guess that's kind of why I like Dead Money so much, because it's a hard reset, and at least for the first hour or so of the DLC, you're kind of forced to scavenge again, and it leads into that survival horror feeling. Oh. Wow, that barely did any damage. Alright, let me... Hell yeah, dude, all these chips. To be honest, I've never really collected the snow globes. Like I think, was it on stream yesterday or maybe just before that I picked one up, but I don't really pay attention to that. At least with the bobbleheads in Bethesda Fallout, you actually get like a stat boost with it, which is cool. Yeah, no, that's true, Swiller. I feel the same, but then again, I guess, like I see this because of like saturation, but whatever the issue is, like I don't like watch many videos, I guess, about it, but it's impossible to escape all those stuff coming up in your recommendations as well. Yeah, the environmental storytelling in Dead Money is fantastic. It's a big part of why the Sierra Madre feels like a a properly lived-in place. I need a bit of food or something to set it. What is that bringing?
Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonator.
Pull up.
It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not
I'm
anticipate.
guessing it's that?
I was unable to calibrate the columns to block the signals. So,
No?
you'll have
Okay.
to activate.
Before it blows my head off. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
They won't even see it coming.
Noise makes my stomach hurt.
Oh my god. So many... no, Christine and I wouldn't bother with this DLC half the time. Yeah, for sure. So Sierra Madre is such a memorable location because it's such a big departure. And the red, like poisonous fog is a big part of that as well. What's the next video I'm making? I don't know. Someone asked about this yesterday as well. But because work kind of went down the shitter recently, and that was kind of like super stressful. I've been fairly inactive
Thought
lately.
we were all full up on crazy.
Where's the... yeah, so I'm not sure what will be happening next. I have a vague idea talking about like world building compared to story. Partly because of New Vegas, but partly because of shit. Partly because of Morrowind as well. And that's something I think I talked about in the video last year. There we go. Rewatched a few of the videos I watched. Representation one was grim. Those books. Yeah. Look, everyone's being. Seems like everyone's being a bit, you know, degenerate these days. I just don't like the hypocrisy of, you know, if people calling out porn culture, and at the same time they're the ones like eating up the book talk, like fetish, and you know all this disgusting kink shit. Some of it's like full on glorifying pedophilia or incest and like ugh, it's yeah. Not fun. Oh, that's fine. I'm away from work now. There must be someone downstairs. I'm away from work now, and it's been nice to have the finally not have all that stress hanging over me. So yeah, that's why I guess I've been kind of relaxing the past week or so. Another one. Oh yeah, you're right. Good call. You'd think I'd remember some of these since I only played it again last year. Alright, I think we're clear to talk with Best Boy. Oh, don't I need like the code or something?
Are you listening? From now on.
No. It must be downstairs.
Dog wants out. Dog is hungry.
Huh. Okay. My guess is the command's downstairs from memory? No, I don't want the terminal. could be useful.
Makes dog hurt itself.
What games did you work on? I'd like to check them out if I can. To be honest, I honestly wouldn't recommend that you play them. As I talked about in the, I think it was the Stay Away from Game Dev video last year, I did not have like a super glamorous, you know, industry darling or indie success thing. I had a bunch of projects with friends, I guess you could say that qualifies as like indie dev, stuff at uni as well. But in terms of what like I actually worked on in the industry, I did the holy trinity of live service, free-to-play, mobile slop. So, yeah. I'll be honest, part of it's also that, like, if I tell you the game or the studio, it's also risking, like, potentially doxing as well. So, yeah. Long story short, I don't recommend you play it to begin with, because it was designing quote-unquote content to milk people of their money. So yeah, I wasn't working on, you know, industry masterpieces or standing up at the Game Awards. Just another shitty mobile game, unfortunately.
Letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up.
No, that's fine. You don't need to say sorry. Like, even if it... I'm not worried about, you know, being doxxed or anything. I just think, in terms of valuing your time, you and really nobody should play it, because it's just another run-of-the-mill mobile game, you know, super predatory with monetization. Where is that coming from? Uh-oh. It must be downstairs. Thanks, Pickle. Yeah, I did a bunch of Skyrim mods. Some quest mods, which a lot of people weren't crazy about, but I guess I'm best known for doing companion mods, like these two. But the most popular ones I did for Skyrim were like Eris, Nessa, Celestine, and probably my big break, quote-unquote, or my first big release was Citizens of Tamriel. That was like almost 7 years ago now. And it's kind of funny that that was my most popular one overall, because I think it's like the roughest one, I guess, because I was still learning. Like it's got a lot of rough edges that I wouldn't have done years later, but oh well, live and learn. I think I must have walked under a radio earlier. Just trying to not... Again, YouTube just thrilled about me having my head blown off.
The disc.
Alright, let's bring our god out.
You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let dog out. No, not yet.
Again, another great voice actor. Whoever did this guy, great job.
Dog, back in the cage. What have we here? You weren't who I was expecting.
The boss blocking it.
I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm, and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin. Locked myself in. Could feel myself letting go. Dogs howling, getting louder. It happens when he's hungry and no one's around to tell him no. I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me
probably.
out.
Like, I guess he is a bit pretentious, but I prefer talking
you
with him
opened my
than
cage
Dog,
for a
because that
reason.
falls more into the crazy,
Now,
you know,
I
big
want
green
to know
man,
why.
dumb green man that Bethesda treats the super mutants as. Even though he's a Nightkin, obviously.
That's the easy explanation. The one humans use. Pre-war technology. As if it's the cause of all ills, mind and body. I needed to come out of the cage to protect Dog. From clever humans. Like you. Do you see these wounds of his, covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed, just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here. It's close. Closer than I'd like.
He aced the
Dog's
bomb
been
collar.
into things. Needs to think before he eats. Chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me. Inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat. Clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold
It's awkward
and
that the
heavy
bar's
before going
blocking
in the
his face.
cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again. Tugging like a leash.
You know, in all those years I
Interesting.
played, all these years I played New Vegas, I basically never gamble. Like, I know you can get banned from the strip, and same with Caravan. Like, of the total amount of players who have ever played New Vegas, like, 1% of them would actually know how to play Caravan.
Really? Yet... No. No, I don't think so. Even... I'm not leaving until the one who controls the collars show. And when he comes to see me, then I still win. I'd rather die in this cell than have Dog follow him any longer. Follow his orders, his commands. The old man, he has the need to hold on. To the past, to the Madre. I'd rather be free. Let go of this shell than have it cage me any longer. They all wanted their freedom at first. Then... they realized they could get inside the Sierra Madre. After that, their freedom wasn't important anymore. They couldn't let go, just like the old man. So you say you want your freedom? No. Even if you feel that way, it won't last.
I mean, I want the
Forget.
freedom and
Get
the
greed
gold.
blind, and you'll turn.
Can't we have both?
Dog? You're not talking. I put him here. Of course you can't. This cage is locked tight. From you and the old man. The key? Why, it's the old man. The one who brought us here. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up, so he and I can...
Yeah, luck is
talk.
actually very, very useful.
If Dog was
just
in
because of
control when the
critical
old
hits.
man appeared,
But yeah,
well,
people doing fun
he would
builds
just
like
do
gambling and all
whatever he
that.
commanded,
That's
as
awesome.
always,
I just don't.
and I
yeah,
can't
I don't really
have
interact
that.
with the gambling elements.
They were here when I arrived, so I made use of them, in a manner of speaking. More their voices, really. These collars, they don't just track us. You can eavesdrop on them as well. Tune to... So perhaps it's a good... Very good. Yes. As long as the holographic greeter... No. Whited. If Dog roams, he... I hope... Oh, I have the key. Wanted to make sure. Don't place... The old man obsessed with the Sierra Madre? You're the same kind of greed. Followed the radio, the broadcast, and now you're here, all confused. Not for long.
Yeah, I
You'll
try.
figure it out. You're not him any more than I'm Dog. But you're an extension of the... Then you'll feel... Now I think it... Yes. Be careful what cage you open. Dog... You... Don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage. End you. I'll murder you. No, you wouldn't. If you did, you think I'm afraid of your collar. I'll prop your broken
Dude,
body
I
in
just
view
want to
of the
release
Sierra
you.
Madre, so you can see.
I don't want to bring Dog out.
Prove it. How? Words are worthless. You may regret this. He is as vicious. I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet. Very well.
There we go. Alright, so that's one down. Let's go for... We'll go for Dean Domino next, yeah.
Hesitate and die.
I mean, I've kind of broken the difficulty because I got these two with me. Look at that, I'm hardly doing any damage because I'm on very hard and hardcore. Whoop. I might as well be tickling them. Where's the bloody... There we go.
It's over.
Speaking of which, I should probably hotkey it. We'll go... Throwing spear, hollow rifle. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't really get the whole femboy culture around New Vegas. I guess I'm not as online to make sense of it. If you guys are interested in it, we could do Honest Hearts. I have problems with it, but it still doesn't detract from how amazing Joshua Graham is as a character. Like, he on his own, if that makes sense, is amazing. I just don't think the story itself is kind of meh. Is there a mod for the Christine hand gestures? Maybe. Someone asked Hitman to jump on that. I mentioned it in the video. I do agree it's pretty awkward to try and do a silent character through the subtitles. But, you know, that's the best they could have done at the time. Yeah, for sure. I love Randall Clark. Like, what's his face? Sinclair. It's amazing what you can do with a few text logs. And their presence hangs over the game. Or at least the DLC. Hey, I've got an actual gun. Anything else? No. Alright. Move through it. There we go. Oh shit. Grenades.
They probably didn't need
Oh boy. So much for that. You have to keep your eyes open in Dead Money because there are traps everywhere. Bear traps being a good example. Which I totally didn't just step on. Nah, I won't risk it. Do I have any stim packs? Okay, I got 5. That's not too bad. Alright, let's head over to... Probably bump it up just a bit, since it's a bit quiet.
Say goodnight.
Oh, is there something on there? Yoink.
To die.
No, I've heard good and bad things about Alpha Protocol. To me it looked like if I played it at the time, I probably would have thought it was the coolest thing ever. Because I guess I kind of I was so used to playing those kind of games around like the the late 2000s, early 2010s. But I from what I understand, Alpha Protocol hasn't aged gracefully, and it was a bit of a mess at the time as well. I wonder if Avalon ever like regretted, quote unquote, working on Alpha Protocol instead of New Vegas. Like, do you reckon he wished he wrote it rather than John Gonzalez? Obviously he came back for the DLCs, but yeah. The whole breakup of Obsidian and Avalon leaving, that's like a whole story on its own. Fergus Urquhart, to my understanding, is a bit of a scumbag, and like engages in nepotism as well. According to Avalon... Whoa, what? What happened there? Was she standing in the cloud? According to Avalon, so take it with a grain of salt. Are they going to come down? What is happening there? Are you alright? What is her health? Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? So according one of the reasons why Avalon left Obsidian, in addition to the pay dispute, so he wasn't paid everything he was owed after the Pillars of Eternity was successful, was also that apparently Urquhart, so just my opinion, this isn't confirmed, I remember reading it somewhere in an interview or something. Hey Trady, welcome. He Urquhart hired like a member of his family, like a son or daughter, onto the board of Obsidian, and Avalon obviously had a bad taste about it, so yeah, that was one of the reasons. Shiz, do you like the original Sin series? Yes, I do. I like both games. Even in the Baldur's Gate 3 video, which still pisses off people to this day, I explicitly said I like Original Sin. I do think Original Sin 2 is a great example of, bad balancing in both a good and a bad way. It's crazy unbalanced in the sense that I can turn the final boss into a chicken for a couple of turns, and that's like goofy fun. But at the same time, the armor and shield system is it's so broken. And I think Larian knew that, but again, that's the kind of sandbox, not super finely tuned style they go for. So yeah, long story short, they have problems, but I love both games for different reasons. Although, after what happened with 3, I haven't really touched them since before it was released. So, who knows? Maybe I'll return to. I think it's more likely I'll return to Original Sin 1, just because I played DOS 2 to death at the time. I did everything. It felt like. Even though Original Sin 1's story is very, very run-of-the-mill. It's, again, Larian's biggest problem with their games is that they don't have world building. So we'll see what happens with the new Divinity game. But yeah. Who wants to put money on the fact it's, Brachus Rex again, and the Void Woken, and the Black Ring, and Alexander, and blah blah blah. Yeah, blindness. So she's not showing as injured. That's interesting. That's what I get for playing on hardcore. I gotta make sure I don't kill my companions as well. Look how little damage that does. Wow. Sure he's killed as well. Oh look, whiskey. I'll just sit here and get drunk until Elijah blows my head off, I guess. Right, we're heading over for Dean Domino. I'm just keeping an eye out for any of his secret caches, because they always have a ton of supplies in them. Nope. Excuse me.
Mutants! Ah, even out here, I can't escape them? Age before beauty, right?
Probably the most consistent killer in Dead Money is the bloody bear traps everywhere. Doctor's bag, hell yeah. I'll need them because God knows I'll be crippled a bunch of times. Alright, let's head over and get what's his face.
If it isn't the clever one, what do you want? Dog is better at the baser instincts than I. I merely have the brain for it. His sinew and muscle are difficult to move consciously.
The barter skill. I'm not sure. Yeah, Dean is a total asshole. But that's why his character's so interesting. He's specifically written to be irredeemable. And he's the cause of, everything. He's why we're all here. This is why I should have had a crosshair on.
Step back. I'll handle this one.
There we go. Wow, that did like no damage. Yeah, I totally killed him, not my companions. Good job, me. Probably eat something. Why is Fallout 4 the worst game I've ever played? Well, it was for just shy... Well, it was pretty much 10 years to the day. But congratulations to Bloodlines 2. It surpassed Fallout 4 as completely irredeemable train wreck. I don't like Fallout 4 because of what it does to the series. The writing is terrible from top to bottom. I could go on for hours and hours and hours, and who knows, maybe I will one day. Like, I'll list out all my problems with Fallout 4. But everything from the railroad using the password to their secret base is literally railroad. To Father supposedly being the blueprint to the entire Synth Initiative program, except that he, as a baby, gets exposed to radiation during that stupid nuke set piece when they blow it, when you're lowered into the vault at the start of the game. Like, the entire main story doesn't make sense, all the factions are terrible, but yeah, I won't get up on my soapbox. I need to eat a bunch of stuff before I die. What's the best value? Probably that. Sugar bombs, I'll get one of them. 2 of them. No, it won't let me do others. Okay. Any chips for me? Nice. Watch out for any traps. Pretty much. It's fine, I guess, if you just want it for gameplay reasons, but like I've banged on about before, like, if you just want to play a shooter, there are so many far better games to do that with, so, you know, I don't really get it. And of course, with the second coming of Creation Club, now Bethesda's milking it for all it's worth, and they keep breaking it as well. The whole anniversary edition thing. Oh man, I laugh so hard about that.
As quiet as something that's quiet.
Is just Horn Dogs on Nexus. Yeah, that and the tactical shooter fans, or the people who want to turn it into COD or Stalker. Which is fine, like, obviously...
Picking up signals near your location. Detonators. Watch for traps.
Obviously, I'm a believer that people can mod their games however they like. I just think it's kind of funny that Fallout 4 is, you know, more of a gameplay sandbox than anything else. I remember you saying Fallout 3 is Star Wars. New Vegas is Vietnam. Huh. Yeah, Shiz, the whole Far Harbor thing, where it tries to retcon, like, at the, not even at the 11th hour, but when the thing's already over, of like, ooh, maybe you were a synth. Like, I was literally sitting there at the time I first played Fallout 4 and thought, it's amazing how much the bad writing could have been saved if they had just done the twist of, you were a synth all along. And that would have even have been in line with the whole ripping off Blade Runner thing anyway. but Emil didn't do it for some reason because he doesn't care about theme or, you know, the great American novel, as he said. And we just got this like half-assed just slog of a story. And, you know, we've got factions. Hey guys, we've got factions. New Vegas had factions, except none of the factions are well developed, and it's just, yeah. Don't get me started about Fallout 4. Hell yeah, I've got a shotgun now. No? I didn't get the shotgun? I hate how shiny everything is in Fallout 4. The lighting changes look revolting. A bit quiet, I could probably boost the audio a bit. Let me know if it's too loud, because I can't see it on your end. I'm just kind of providing the sound balancing. Hopefully you can hear me and the game pretty well as well. Come on, let me do something. I hate how he's the Fallout guy.
You don't want me to jump in. Trust me.
Yeah, get him, Adam. Show him who's boss. I might as well be hitting him with a pool noodle. Everyone clowns on Emil for being incompetent. I think... How stupid is he actually? Well, pretty stupid, because he was hired as a... through nepotism, yet again. Because they went to high school together by Todd, so it was literally like favoritism. And as being the grouchy old man that I am, I'm still not, kind of take personal offense to the fact that he used to be part of Looking Glass Studios. He got his start in the game industry as through like a fan magazine, and then he did some level design on Thief 2 from memory. But yeah, I just don't think he's a very good writer in general, which is fine. I just don't like how people are pretending, you know, everything he touches is gold, and Bethesda actually do have great writing, and fans try to gaslight you and whatever. Have you discussed the Fallout TV show? Yeah, I did a bit with the Fallout and Flanderization video. Same with aesthetic over theme. Yeah, long story short, no surprises. Fallout is... it's hard to imagine the Fallout IP being in a worse state than it is now. Well, the thing is, Bethesda doesn't have any originality. So Fallout 4's thing, for example, is just like Blade Runner. And I remember playing it, the Replicated Man quest back in Fallout 3, and thinking like, oh, this could be really cool. And like, I was interested to see where that was going, but like, just think about it from a technical, like a technological point of view. We're in a setting like retrofuturism. Computers can be the size of entire rooms, but we're supposed to believe androids that look indistinguishable from humans can be mass-produced, like that silly machine that just pumps them out endlessly inside the Institute shows. Like, it's again, I guess it just goes back to the anachronism I've talked about before. And Starfield shows that when Bethesda did have their first chance to be wholly original in 25 years, that all they did was just ape a bunch of IPs that do it better in every way. And the less said about Starfield, the better. Yeah, look, you don't have to agree with me hating on Fallout 4, and because of the gameplay, I completely understand people who have fun just kind of playing it. It's a good example of a podcast game. Like, I play a bunch of roguelikes, for example, or roguelite, I should say, that, aren't amazing, but they're an example for me, where I just put, a video on or music on or something like that, and I can just kind of chill. So yeah, I don't think Fallout 4's the worst thing since, World War II or whatever. It's just, I dislike it on its own, and I really, really don't like it for what it did to the series as a whole. And that's fine. You don't have to be into RPGs. We all have our different tastes, different genres. Oh shit.
Each wound a trial.
Jesus. That's how much damage it does on very hard. Give me a sec, just taking my hoodie off. Hey puppy, good boy, settle down. Alrighty, try not to trigger the grenades this time. It's a shame I couldn't get a shotgun from disarming that trap, because I could really use a proper weapon right now. I have 100 guns, but I think I only have 25 melee weapons or something. I'm kind of screwed.
That breathing gives you strength.
I might as well be hitting him with tissue paper. I'm so weak. Oh my god. Ever heard of the game Sacrifice? Oh shit! Trigger the trap. Ever heard of the game Sacrifice from 2000? Very interesting blend of genres. Action game, RTS. No, I haven't heard of it. Generally, I'm not a RTS kind of guy. I'm not into StarCraft or anything like that. But hey, maybe it's cool. I don't know anything about it, so I can't really tell you anything. They stepped on the pressure plate, that's why. Alright, we're almost at Dane. Let me just adjust my mic.
Your dream was free the way tourists keep rolling in.
It's tourist season. Yeah, I'll stop tempting fate. Let's just go to... did you ever watch any of Tim Kane's videos? Yes, I did it first. I have issues with he's kind of an apologist nowadays, and he has very milquetoast taste. And I think he's just kind of coasting like a lot of the big developers on games he made 20, 30 years ago now. So yeah, I'm not subscribed to him. And The Outer Worlds is horrendous. So I don't really have much faith in his design skills nowadays. Hey man, did you play Wasteland? Yes. Someone asked about this yesterday, so I won't go into the whole response again. But I didn't like Wasteland 2. I thought it was like shallow and cashing in on the big Kickstarter boom at the time. I did, however, really like Wasteland 3, even though it had issues with bugs at release, and it was crazy unbalanced. I've told this story before, but I had a critical shotgun build. I beat the final boss and cleared the entire room in one turn. Which was really funny. But yeah, overall, it was... Wasteland 3 is like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. I haven't played the original, though.
That one's got a head on their shoulders. For now.
I need some food. And hopefully heal up a bit. Few people get Elder Scrolls 6. Nah. Unfortunately, I think it's sitting in the same vein as like GTA 6, or I don't know what's another equivalent. Like Star Citizen, maybe? Even with everything that's gone on behind the scenes, it still has like a critical mass, quote unquote, of an audience that will show up and buy it regardless of the quality. Like, just look at the amount of people who were trying to gaslight people with how great Starfield was at release. You had people like TK Mantis, who's this like shameless Bethesda shill, on the same level of Maddie Plays, really, who was trying to pretend it was like the best game ever, and people are just mistaken, and blah 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 blah. Oh, bunch of comments. Do you think you could recommend me some RPGs? Yeah, for sure. There's the obvious ones: Baldur's Gate, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. For the second game, just make sure you use the restored content mod. Dragon Age Origins, Inquisition to a lesser extent if you want to play that, although it's got a lot of open world bloat. Gothic 1 and 2 if you can get it running. Unfortunately, I'm cursed, I can never get it running. Enderroll is a mod for Skyrim, which you should play just on its own merit. I call it a mod, but it's essentially a whole new game. What else? God, how many RPGs I've talked about before? Morrowind, of course. Morrowind and Oblivion, I think, are great entry-level RPGs. Oblivion, if you have to pick one of the two, just because I think it's easier to get into, even if it is a bit more slimmed down, I guess. Morrowind's power curve is amazing. It's just that you have to get over that initial feeling of like being pathetic and weak and everything at first. What else? The Witcher trilogy has its ups and downs. Like, I have good and bad things to say about all three games. I think the first game is probably the most like cohesive, if that makes sense, in vision. Although the combat is really awkward. It's like a rhythm game, essentially. You just have to like tap at the right time. 2 is very ambitious with its story. Still to this day, though, I don't think it really stuck the landing. I do appreciate it for its time, though, but again, the combat is like weightless, and it's got a lot of superfluous mechanics on top of it. But yeah, overall, it's probably got the strongest writing in general of the trilogy. In terms of overall production value, Witcher 3 wins hands down, like it's not even a competition. The problem is that because it was CDPR's first like open world, for as much as The Witcher 3 gets praised, like it's literally one-to-one of the same run-of-the-mill Ubisoft Bethesda style open world bloat. Like, and there's no better indication of this than when you open the map in Skellige and you just see those question marks everywhere. So I think there was kind of too much padding for its own good, but the main story was fine overall. Ciri's kind of a pretty flat character. It's difficult to deny how impressive the production value was for its time. The combat was pretty good though. Probably the best gameplay of it is the best gameplay of the trilogy. I will say, like Dead Money is for New Vegas, the Blood and Wine expansion is the best part of the entire trilogy. It's not even close. Blood and Wine is just, it's kind of a work of art, similar to Dead Money, that it had so much effort put into it. It's a very cohesive experience. Because it was kind of a send-off for the trilogy, you can tell CDPR really gave it their all. A bunch of other RPGs, Shadowrun trilogy. I Will Die on the Hill that Hong Kong is criminally underrated. And that's another great entry for people new to RPGs. If you want more of like a systemic, like a systems or mechanical driven RPG than like a traditional narrative, I guess, the Mouse and Blade games kind of lean more into that side of things. Same with Kenshi. What else? Yeah, I think those are the main ones. To be honest, I played so many RPGs, it's almost like I'm lost for words trying to recommend them all. Fallout 1, I still think is the best game in the series, although Dead Money, again, is the best like single experience, I suppose, or a single story. What else? There's some other what are some other games I haven't talked about? Jade Empire, I guess. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic is more of like an MSIM, I guess, than a typical RPG. But that's a lot of the fun. That's a lot of fun because Arcane really leaned into the sandbox goofy elements, like the kicking and all that. Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 are both easy recommendations. Again, good entry points for people new to games. If you don't care about the story, Baldur's Gate 3 is really good as well, especially if you play it with friends. I just have problems with it in terms of the writing and the context in the whole trilogy. I guess those are kind of the main ones. I don't want to sit here all day and keep recommending stuff. Oh yeah, of course, how could I forget? Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. You can skip Kingmaker because it's a very long game and a very rough around the edges. Particularly the kingdom management I wasn't a fan of because it's kind of like a Facebook browser game, doesn't value your time. But yeah, I still believe that Wrath of the Righteous is the best and closest thing we've had to Baldur's Gate 2 in over 20 years. I think it's a fantastic game. It's one of my favourite games, really, of all time. And Rogue Trader is also an excellent game if you're looking for more of like a tactics spin combined with a RPG. I guess those are the main ones. I missed a bunch of messages, so let me jump back to here. My favorite moment in Wasteland 3 was in the lodge. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing the Fallout Season 2 trailer and my heart sank. I don't think... Yeah. The only thing they have to say is war never changes, but I won't start that conversation again. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another Duke Nukem or, you know, Anthem or Veilguard situation where they've rebooted it a couple of times. TK get a Starfield tattoo. Did he? Wow, talk about buyer's remorse. I think Baldur's Gate 1 probably has the best plot of an RPG. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I do think the first half of the game is another great example of the writing. Like the slow build-up, what you're essentially doing at the start is you're a nobody, and you're investigating an iron shortage. You know, you're not... That's what... Part of why I love the first two Baldur's Gate games so much. That it builds... that it builds you up from nothing. You're just like a scared lone kid exiting Candlekeep for the first time. And then at the end of Throne of Baal, you know, you're fighting the strongest enemies across any of the planes, and you can become a literal god. Like, the progression of the Baalspawn or Gorian's Ward is, like, perfect. You really can't ask for more. Of the two, though, I do like Baldur's Gate 2 more. Am I hopeful for the Gothic remake? Not really. I think visually it looks really bad. Like, they butchered the art style of the original games. And like I died on the hill about Oblivion compared to the Oblivion remastered, I will always choose the original more than a remaster. I liked your game feel, and Sifu is awesome. I've also liked Sunset Overdrive and Trepang 2. I tried Trepang 2, but I couldn't get into it. Maybe I just need to have another shot of it one of these days, but it felt kind of like a prototype or a demo. Something was off to me about the shooting. Thank you for a lot of recommendations. Yeah, no worries. If I kind of threw a lot of them at you at once, I would start with the more easier ones and slowly make your way up from there. So, you know, your Mass Effects, your Dragon Age, KOTOR is pretty good once you get your... Like, it seems daunting when you look at the D20s and whatever, but it really plays a lot better than something more complex like AD&D with Baldur's Gate. Shadowrun is another great entry, and of course any of the Elder Scrolls are great entry points for people new to RPGs. So I wouldn't, like, for example, if I was a newcomer to RPGs, I wouldn't jump straight into like Morrowind or Fallout 1 or, you know, Underrail, for example. So take your time and kind of pick your fancy. My thoughts on Neverwinter Nights. I've tried both games, and I couldn't get into them. Of the classic BioWare games, they're the only ones I haven't really played. Same with the second one, which was by Obsidian. Yeah, something about them just hasn't aged very well. I think the controls are baffling. So yeah, I guess there's something I could admire from a distance, but I never really got into Neverwinter Nights, so I haven't played them. PC gaming, yeah, there's a lot of fan patches floating around. Owlcat, yeah, for sure. Owlcat hasn't missed so far, but I gotta tell you, after seeing that video talking about the cringy meta dialogue in the Expanse game, I'm very worried now that they're trying to speedrun BioWare's downfall. So yeah, I'm kind of pinning all my hopes on Owlcat at this stage. That Dark Heresy is still a fantastic game, but yeah, I don't think my poor heart could take it if Owlcat suddenly goes to the shitter. Yeah, that's true. I guess it's more of a stat side of RPGs than like narrative side. So a similar game would be like the Souls series, because they're technically RPGs, quote unquote, but they're more like action RPGs, or I guess technically JRPGs. Yeah, I love Dead Money. I made a whole video about it. KOTOR, yep, great entry level for RPGs. It's getting covered, so let me pull that across. Let me put my mic down. I'd like some RPG recommendations, Nate. I'll have to make a video one of these days where I just like try and list all the ones I can remember. Gold Box, Bard's Tale. Of the two, Wrath of the Righteous and Kingmaker, sorry, not Kingmaker, Pathfinder in general has a very, very steep learning curve, because it's 3.5, like it's very, very stat heavy, and even, like someone like me, who's been playing RPGs for a very long time, like it forced me to kind of like sit down and properly learn its systems, but once you get past that initial big learning curve, yeah, it's fantastic. Wrath of the Righteous, combined with Mythic Paths, is just like a feast for RPG fans. Take Your Lumps in. Yep, no, that's fair. They're two games that very much go together, and it was the first example, at least that I know of the whole save import thing, which was cool. Oh, that's cool, Namish. Yeah, like I was just saying, take your time with it and don't be afraid to look up like a guide or builds if you're having issues with it, because like I'd certainly agree with the criticism. One of the big issues with Wrath of the Righteous is that there is such a big learning curve to its systems, but man, I can't tell you how nice it is that we have the what am I saying? The toggle between real time with pause and turn based. I wish every game had that. Compared to something like Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity Original Sin 2, where the encounters can go on forever, and you just want to like smash through it. Yeah, fingers crossed Dark Heresy's good, but the same thing with The Expanse. I should probably give a disclaimer. I don't know anything about The Expanse. Like, I haven't watched the show, and I think it's based on books as well. Like, I don't know anything about it. I'm just getting, like, early warning signs that I really, really hope Owlcat doesn't go down the same path as CD Projekt and BioWare and starts making, like, overly cinematic slop, when so far they've made like two of the best RPGs ever with Wrath and Rogue Trader, so fingers crossed. Have you played games by Zachtronics? Yeah, I'm not into puzzle games. That probably makes me sound like a normie. What games has Zachtronics done? Is that like the Talos Principle or something else? Dean, my man.
Have a seat. Came all this way. Least I can do is let you rest your feet. The Sierra Madre. Beauty, isn't she? She the one who invited you here? Or maybe you didn't catch her voice on the radio. Woke up confused like some of the others.
Hopefully.
You're still
like, I play them specifically for their CRPGs, so... And Owlcat, if you're listening, please give me that Repentia companion in Dark Heresy. I'm begging you.
Sounds like you've done some blue-collar construction work in your life. Your ma must be proud. Still, get up without my permission. I'll blast your ass so far through your head, it'll turn the moon cherry pie red.
Yeah, same.
Let's keep this sweet and polite and finish our
I never really got the
conversation
moon
with
logic
no
of Silent Hill or the early Resident Evils. I do love Silent Hill 2 though, but that's more for its story than its like tank controls.
And that's what I've missed, a rapt audience. Just because I work in entertainment doesn't mean I'm a moron. I heard my necktie beeping. I know what that means. I'm part of this somehow. I want out of this contract. And if you put me in it, I'm not going to be too happy. So whatever's going on here, if you're part of all this, you're taking orders from me. Good, good, then we're in business. I may be a betting man, but I like it when the odds are in our favor. If you're here with who I think, then I'd rather have you on my side than his. And it's in the hole.
Dean is really the only companion that should, basically every character should kill at the end of Dead Money, because he doesn't really deserve to get away. Yeah, same voice actor. How cool is that?
Wait just a minute. I'm not walking out there on my own.
Because if you keep him alive, then he goes to like the tops or something in Vegas, and he at least that's what the ending slide says from memory. And he he's the reason we're all here. So he's a scumbag.
I'll split my hand in blackjack,
and it's not possible to redeem him. Whereas the other companions are like, they deserve a second chance, I guess.
All right, partner.
Honestly, I'm just dumping stuff at this stage. Because I've already got so many skills maxed out.
Don't have to take the long way back. There's a shortcut across the way, you see? It's through the cloud, but if I'm with you, I can help you through it. If you didn't already force the lock to the gate, that is.
Yeah, it's the same with forced stealth sections. That's what I feel about it.
The hell crawled up this guy's ass? I don't like the look of him. No, not the ghoul part.
It's fine if it's like a genre thing, like the Uncharted games, for example. Puzzles are a part of that because it's like, you know, the swashbuckling, treasure, adventure, whatever. But as much as I respect the old Resi games or classic Silent Hill, like the just the inexplicable random puzzle is just like, what are we doing here, man? I just want to, you know, open the door, but suddenly, you know, I'm getting the fish hook to get the key out of the hole in the hospital, and you know. Are you with me, Dane? What are you doing, man?
Didn't think much of our chances. Now I'm thinking I was wrong. What's the next step? Why? Survive the villa's day. I suppose.
Is Rosa my waifu? No. Like I said yesterday, maybe you weren't here for the stream.
Going to be sad to leave the residential district.
This is the first time I'm actually doing like a proper playthrough with my companions, so it's yeah, it's kind of cool. Plus, I've forgotten a lot of the reactions and what they actually say. So, what are you doing, man? Are you coming with me or not? Are we going this way, maybe? Screw it, I'm just gonna dismiss him.
Didn't think much about... You sure? I can't.
See ya. Alright, last one we got is Christine. Then we can finally start the heist proper. Hello, Clan Blood. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good day as well. Where's that guy? Must be behind the wall.
Ha!
So little damage. What am I doing? Like 15 damage or
Here,
something?
a
per shot?
grenade. I've already removed the pin.
I'm not trying to pickpocket you, Rosa. It's all good. Swoop. Where are we going? Where are we going? Up we go. Shit. Is there anything good in here? Ooh, right away. Nice. Let's go. Cool. Let's just adjust my mic. Let me know if my voice is too loud or too soft, or if the game's too loud. Hopefully it's balanced pretty well. Shit. God damn. This is why you have the crosshair on.
This kitty has claws.
Come on, man. I probably won't hit his head. Let's just go for it. Look how little damage that did.
You don't want me to jump in. Trust me.
Stay down, bitch. Right, let's go back and see if Christine is around.
Touched by radiation, and you choose to spend your time here. You could have just left, but you're too obsessed to let go.
I used to know a ventriloquist with more skill than you. At least he had the sense to know his own name without carving it into his chest.
Mirrors tell me my name when needed. And I have a name for you. Several. Thief, coward, showman. Radiation couldn't kill the truth, could it?
The truth, buddy, is this. You and me were now family, as long as we got these bow ties laid out over the fountain. So watch your mouth, you don't scare me.
Which Obsidian RPG do I prefer? That's a tough one. I think both games are excellent for different reasons, but if I had to pick one, it would be, yeah, KOTOR 2 with the restored content mod, which is basically essential to enjoy it like it is. For what it is, I should say. Kreia, just on her own, I know she's not popular with everyone. Visa Smar, who I've said many times before, was my chief inspiration for Eris, or Light and Shade, as the mod's called. Yeah, KOTOR 2, what KOTOR 2 did for Star Wars as an IP just cannot be understated, and it also cannot be replicated. You think about something that tried to be quote-unquote subversive, like The Last Jedi, which I haven't seen, by the way. I didn't watch any of the new trilogy. I just heard about it. Compared to something that actually critiqued the nature of the Force and like how the Jedi work and all that jazz. And then it's just the writing quality in general is able to make up for similar to New Vegas, a game that was rushed out and half finished in whatever it was. It was like 14 months or something on the turnaround time. Yeah. I think both KOTOR games are great for different reasons. The first game, if you want like a traditional hero's journey, swashbuckling adventure, my hot take is also that I think the twist in KOTOR 1 is better than Bioshock. Just because of how it uses like player expectations, all that jazz. And then we get the darker older cousin in, or older brother, whatever the analogy is, in KOTOR 2, and some fantastic writing, which actually held a mirror up to the IP. So yeah, it's probably, it's hard to say, but like taking it as a whole, it's probably Avalone's best single work of writing. Like I like the New Vegas DLCs, I like the Planescape Torment, bunch of different stuff he's done on other games, but yeah, KOTOR 2 as like a whole package is fantastic. Dead Money is of course very close. Boom. Wow, I did more than 10 damage that time. Kill him. Wow, it just bounced off.
Yes. Come closer. Try it.
I'm not trying to pickpocket you, mate. It's all good. What is my opinion on Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind? I love Morrowind. I made a video about it last year. I do think it gets glazed a bit too much, and there are problems which I went into detail about it in the video. But in terms of that, like, boundless creative freedom, the build potential, and that just like the feeling of progression in Morrowind, I think, and just how weird the art direction is of Vardenfell. Yeah, I have a lot of love for Morrowind. I don't think it's, the best thing ever, but I do love it a lot. Mystery of the Druids. Mystery of the Druids, was that the the early 3D like FMV, the one that looks really dated? I think Mandalore Gaming did a video on that. I haven't seen it, but I recognize the Druids. He did some kind of Druid game, is that the one? Classic PC adventure games like Monkey Island and all that were notorious as well.
The village comm speakers have aged poorly, like the Madre. Pre-war junk. The speakers emit a signal that'll set off your caller if you stay too long. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio.
Are you alive or dead?
Yeah, just take care of this one, guys. God damn it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hit chance either. It's what Bethesda was trying to do was have their cake and eat it too. Like, I personally think it's bad design that you have dice rolls plus player input of a typical action game. Like, it just doesn't feel very good. But you know, it's something I've got used to over time with Morrowind. But yeah, of the potential problems that people might have coming into Morrowind, that's probably the biggest one. Understanding how fatigue and damage and all that works. Yeah, kill him for me, guys. I'm super weak. Is this Mystery of the Druids or the Morrowind?
This is too easy.
Always hit him once just to make sure. Yeah, that's totally my kill. I got it. Hopefully I don't trigger any... Whoop. I think I see a... Oh, I think I know where it is. Oh, shit, shit. There we go. I totally missed the writing there. It literally says... okay, I need a stillback. Might as well get some food as well. So I don't get one hit killed by the ghost people. That. Is there any alarms around? Yeah, no, that's a similar problem with
You don't want me to jump in. Trust me.
That's a similar problem with the blocking mechanic as well. Like, blocking's kind of useless because it's an automated thing, whereas, like, to be fair, this is at a time where people were still trying to figure out, like, 3D games, quality of life, things like that. I'll lower the volume a bit. So yeah, you had jank like the first, The Witcher 1's combat system, or like BioWare with Mass Effect 1, where it was kind of like awkward third-person shooter. So yeah, like, it's, on one level, it's not fair to look back on it with, 20 plus years of design convention and quality of life changes, and like even just standard keyboard controls, which we take for granted now. But yeah, the feedback and like how hit detection worked in Morrowind wasn't fantastic. Hopefully that's a bit better. Sand, I lowered the volume. Once I get a mic stand, this won't be a problem. It's just I have to have my mic off to the side of my computer at the moment. That or grow a third arm.
And along came a spider.
Up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them.
Still no guns. Damn. I know it gets a bit generous later with dropping revolvers and whatnot, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, nada. That sucks. Will you at some point do a video on the original Oblivion? Yeah, I touched on it briefly when I was talking about remake culture. It was called Remake Culture and Artistic Integrity. That footage you see in the background, that was my character at the time. But yeah, I might do it at some point. I probably won't ever do a video on Skyrim just because I'm like so sick to death of it for having modded it all these years. And just because, like, what else is there to say about Skyrim that, you know, people haven't done to death already? It's like trying to do a critique of The Dark Knight. Everyone knows The Dark Knight's a fantastic film. Heath Ledger is the Joker, yada yada yada. But, like, why would I say the same thing again? Not that Skyrim is equivalent to The Dark Knight, but you get what I mean. I remember the Witcher 1 combat designer saying, play with one hand, so the other was free to reach for Via. I'm not sure if that's true, but if that is, that's awesome. This might be a complicated question to ask, but what's your favourite video you worked on? That's a good question. I'd probably say it would be... Of all the videos I've done, I guess to slightly change the question, the one that was most like personal to me was talking about Hope in the Age of Nihilism video, which I know was really messy in retrospect, but it was just trying to get a lot of thoughts, pull a lot of different thoughts together at once. But like overall as a video, I'd probably say my Dragon Age Origins video was my favourite, or maybe the Wrath of the Righteous one as well. Just because I know a lot of people think I'm like this super cranky, salty guy. But yeah, when I get to talk about games I love, and just like doing a really big video like that, still, I think it's just slightly a bit longer than the Bloodlines 2 one. Getting to talk about a game I really love at length and in detail, that was a lot of fun. The good news is, since Christine doesn't say anything, you can keep hearing me yap over dialogue this time.
Isn't this quite the racket?
Thanks, Adam. My god, so many cosmic knives. Well, at least I got some proper armor. It looks so goofy though. Oh, it's not too bad. This kind of design looks like a Mass Effect 1 armor. Remember how goofy some of those designs were? Oh, super chat. Thank you. From Peckle. Let me just pull my mic closer. Craft, have you changed your opinion on Fallout 2 at all? In my mind, it beats Fallout 1 due to its sheer content and roleplay potential. Polish be damned. Yeah, a lot of people, similar to when I dared to critique New Vegas, got really upset when I called out the anachronistic humor in Fallout 2. But I just want to reiterate for the umpteenth time, I do love, well, maybe not love, but I do respect Fallout 2. I just think it tips too far over into the, quirky meta humor for its time, and like the narrative that a lot of people have, that it's, just a bit here and there, isn't true. because the entirety of San Francisco, again, is a war between hubologists with parodies of Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and a group of like martial arts kung fu guys straight out of like a cheesy 80s film. And I think even the former Black Isle devs recognize this, because I know in the interviews they did years later, they recognized that a problem with Fallout 2 was that consistency, because they were working in a bunch of different teams. There wasn't like a single cohesive vision or someone trying to tie it all together. But that being said, despite the issues I have with its too much humor in places, and that anachronism which plays into the Flanderization of Fallout I've talked about already, I still think especially the Enclave writing and the central conflict there is really good. Like when Fallout 2 takes itself seriously, it's on par with the original. But if you're asking whether it's like it's took the spot of my favorite, no, and it's unlikely anything else ever will. I have a special spot for Fallout 1. Just stretching a bit. Speaking of cheesy 80s films, what cheesy 80s film would you recommend? Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead games. Evil Dead films. Both the original trilogy up to Army of Darkness and also the reboots. Like I was right there watching Rise a couple of years ago, and I'm super stoked for Burn. Like that recent trailer looks so cool. It actually got me kind of motivated to dig up that B-grade pulpy quest mod idea I had for New Vegas back at the time, where I wanted to do like a campy horror film in quest form of like a bunch of ditzy teenagers and kind of thing. I don't know if I'll have that, if I will, or if I'll have that done by the time Burn releases. But yeah, I love the Evil Dead films. Both when it takes itself seriously. I think the 2013 reboot is fantastic. But also when it's like silly and campy, like Army of Darkness. When it's like going back in time and, you know, this is my boomstick. Yeah, my guilty pleasure, I guess, is Evil Dead. I think I missed a couple of comments. Let me tab out. I do agree, Roy and Clemeth. Almost there. Yeah, and it's because of that like disparate or like separation between each areas. It's why it goes to that main problem I have with Fallout 2, that it veers or swings so wildly between each area, like tonally and thematically. Yeah, basically, we're in the same boat, Tradie. To go from the very serious, with very, very rare moments of humor sprinkled in Fallout 1, I just think Fallout 2 was an overcorrection, if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys can hear me alright. It's a bit of an awkward setup here. Like I said, I'll get a mic arm or stand thing. Hopefully in the next few days. That should help. So that should fix the hologram issue. Just keep an eye out for the alarms. Actually, I might as well heal my limbs while I'm here. Yeah, nice to see you, Whitehawk. Thanks for jumping in on the stream. I'll see you around. Oh god. Oh no. So I'm just going to skip through a lot of this. I don't think we need to read the subtitles. Oh, come on, Christine. I'm not that bad. Looking back in time in RPGs, simply unplayable for you. Yeah, no, I like Christine. Have you tried the Ultima games? No, I've been meaning to try, like, maybe do a video on it as well. Ultima Underworld, because that was like the grandfather, I guess, of the immersive sim. And of course it was a big inspiration for like Elder Scrolls Arena and all that jazz. But I'd say, like, from Ultima 7, like, onwards, that, like, very crunchy era of RPGs, kind of the same reason I don't play Final Fantasy, like the ye olde turn-based stuff. Yeah, it's just not for me. I play isometric stuff, like the Infinity Engine days, Planescape, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, etc., or 3D RPGs. So yeah, I imagine the really old hats in the RPG space think I'm a tourist for you know, playing anything, not playing anything before 1990. Nice. So my head will blow off slightly slower.
Dios mío, the auto dog sure did a number on her, huh? She's certainly seen better days.
I don't understand. From memory, you get like a perk or something if you do. Should ask about the vending machines. God damn it. I'm too stupid. Well, shit. Yeah, the unofficial patch is essential, and I would include if you get the option, like if you install it manually. I'm rambling. That's not a great way to answer it. If you buy it on GOG, the patch comes pre-installed, and they'll include the version by default that skips the sewer section. If you are doing it manually, such as on Steam, like I have it on Steam, and you install it yourself, make sure you skip the sewer section. Trust me, it's torture. Damn it. That lowers my intelligence. Anyway. Christine's with us finally, so we can... I've been yapping enough, let's actually start the heist. Whoop. Hey, I actually passed a check. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go stay there. Yeah, definitely use the Wesp's unofficial patch. I was curious on your thoughts of SWTOR, so the Old Republic, and if you have any... second question first, no. Like I talked about in that Quick Game Awards video last year, my only concern is what they do to the MMO canon I couldn't care less about. Just don't touch Revan, or touch it more than that shitty expansion already did. And Drew Karpyshyn ruining with his stupid novels. And what are my thoughts on the Old Republic in general? I am a bit of a stick in the mud when it comes to MMOs. I don't like them in general. I don't like filler. I don't like the monetization, the awful UI, like so much shit happening on screen. And like grindy quest design and whatever. I know the Old Republic has a pretty dedicated fan base, and you know, people talk about writing of particular paths and whatever, but the cartoonish graphics in the style of Dragon Age 2 is it's, long story short, it doesn't interest me. I played it very, very briefly, like years ago. But it doesn't even have like an Oceania server, so my ping was stupid high from playing in Australia anyway. So yeah, I'm not a fan and I'm not interested in the new game. And I feel the same way about Casey Hudson as I do about, you know, Tim Kaine, Warren Spector, you know, old hats trying to relive their glory days. And I'm sure it's a great sign that the guy who oversaw Anthem and a lot of Veilguard, and then went off to found his own studio, if I can speak properly, and then it closed before he released anything. then coming back to work on a Star Wars game is just, you know, a really good sign.
Consider me an observer.
I know, right? We never get Australian servers for, like, anything. I guess that's why I played TF2 so much back in the day, because it actually had, like, I think Sydney servers from memory. Yeah, I'm not a fan of grindy MMO style design infecting single player games, and unfortunately Bethesda has played a huge part of that, which is basically what the Radiant system is, and I hate the Radiant system.
Who's next?
Is that necessary? What a waste of effort.
Where's Adam gone? Ah, there he is. Hi. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh my god. I aggroed him. Whoops. I love the engineer, bro. Hi, Howard. I think the classes I mained were Spy and Heavy. I used to be really, really good at Spy. But yeah, you know, times change, I moved on, so I haven't touched it in over 10 years now.
What a waste of effort. Is that necessary?
What are we doing, man? You gonna let me talk with him?
Good. Well done. Now for the festivities and your part in all this. The owner of the Sierra Madre, for whatever reason, keyed the grand opening.
How do you feel when indie devs become AAA? Do you still look at them the same way? Well, if they become AAA, they weren't ever really indie in the first place. Look at Sandfall, for example. It's come out in retrospect that they were astroturfed, and they had all this, like, bajillion dollars behind them to begin with. So they were never indie, and they certainly didn't deserve the Indie Game Award. I also hate MMOs. I also feel like they're designed to make me angry. Yeah. No, seems like we're of the same mind, Sand Gentleman. That's basically what I feel. You main Spy, what do you think of the Dead Ringer? Was that the one where you had like a copy of yourself and you went invisible after you died? In which case, yeah, that was the one I always used to use. So it was that and the Kunai or whatever it was called. TF2 is one of the games I love watching people. No, obviously I've made a name for myself being like a big single player, primarily RPGs or immersive sims guy. So I'm not into competitive games either. This was like the rare exception. Like TF2 at its peak was a lot of fun. Like I never got into the trading and, you know, market side of things, anything like that, but it was just fun. There wasn't, you know, a battle pass. There wasn't like a super meta progression or whatever. Yeah, good stuff. Is KOTOR worth playing if I still know the twist? Yeah, it's still a good game in its own right. Will it be the same? No. Like you do lose a lot from knowing the twist coming into it. Even more so than like BioShock, for example, because everyone knows the BioShock twist at this point. It's kind of like the whole Luke, I am your father thing for Star Wars in terms of, like popularity. But as a game, KOTOR 1's still like great in its own right. Classic BioWare. They were putting out banger after banger. Yeah. Sadly, the golden age doesn't last forever.
To the gala event, it needs to be far. So get your team. You're so close. I'd suggest taking the effort as easy as the villa was. Use your team.
Sorry guys, I'll skip through this because of the stuttering. I should have looked at the patch at the time when I was downloading
Watch
all
where
this.
you step. You're no use to me dead.
Wrestler del Sol.
So, are we on our way to somewhere else? A gala event, perhaps? Maybe Dog will obey you.
Dude, I'm just trying to help you.
I'm not as easily broken.
Have you watched the Venture Bros? I don't know. Maybe? Like, what are the Venture Bros? Are they like a YouTuber?
Don't... Elijah. To me, running... The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun in his hands. Arrogance. Was cast down for it. Icarus' crime was to fly too high.
No, I don't think I've heard of it.
Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him. Arrogance. Heard the call of the sea. Finds out it. Dog knows.
So what are we doing? Are we going Dog God? Switching station. You coming with me, dude?
If it isn't the
Come on. Let's go. There we go. Alright. What am I doing? Going to the setup. Not a fan, Pickle. He is pretty verbose, but I do like God as a character more than Dog.
Wish I had a stealth boy instead of this bear trap.
Consider me
alive or dead?
Shit. Now they're throwing the gas tank things.
Let's kill them.
Damn it. Oh, any stim packs? Nice. I don't have any food. Yeah, for sure. I guess Chris Eberlein is not unlike Alex Garland. Like, he's very much like a theme-focused writer, sometimes to the detriment of, like, the overall story. Alex Garland, though, I think is more inconsistent than Chris Eberlein. Like, I would choose Eberlein over the Garland. Whoop. Someone triggered bear trap.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not. We're not disputing it. After all, I still think Dead Money's fantastic. But it's like everything, it's not. You know, perfect. Do I have any food?
That felt good.
Someone keeps setting off bear traps. Oh. So you're injured again, are you? Oh, it's the... It was right in front of me.
I think they've made a break for it.
So, not my finest moment. What?
I'll find you.
There's still
You
someone.
can't hide.
But I need to cook some bread roach meat. Nice.
That sounded expensive.
Oof. Sorry. Physics objects. More of a Josh Sawyer type writer.
This place has seen better days.
I don't know how much Josh Sawyer actually wrote on New Vegas. Feel free to correct me, like I'm not super knowledgeable about that. My understanding is that a lot of it came from John Gonzalez and the other writers. Obviously the Sawyer was the director, so he was more focused on like the overall design. But yeah, I might be wrong. I don't know, Frasier. As you can imagine, I'm sure it'll come as a big shock. I don't watch sitcoms, so... That's it. 2 chips.
Happy you followed the Sierra Madre broadcast. Curiosity and greed, same thing.
Can I not cook red roach? Maybe. Nah. Well, I don't really want to eat it raw, so... Oh, okay. My understanding is that, like, Avalone's work on the, like, the Van Buren Bible or whatever it was back in the day, like Caesar's Legion, things like that, came from there. But like I said, I don't know how much impact Sawyer had on the writing. So feel free to correct me. Oh, someone just triggered another trap.
The idiot swallowed his collar.
Why do you keep idling? Well, not much food here, so let's get out of here. Do I have any shots left? 2 shots. This is gonna do like 10 damage. Wow, I missed. Very cinematic food purchase. Which is the one that gave us health. Sugar bombs. 3 of them. Knock them out, guys. Do we have any traps? Right, more ghost people. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. It's been a long time since I've, like, read up on the Van Buren stuff, so...
Just
Enough.
finish them already. I'm getting bored.
Okay, that makes sense. Which is the one that I have hotkeeyed. So might as well repair that. Look at all those spears. There we go. Hopefully it does a bit more damage. Trying to get buddy. Oh god. Wow, I screwed that up. No saves coming though. Whoop. There's another guy. Where are we at? How it feels to fight on very hard with a melee weapon. Is he still there? So don't run through the fog. Whoa. Hold up. I don't know, what can I use here? Explosives, I guess? Maybe that will come up later. In like the kitchen, maybe? Oh, what I should boost. Intelligence. I know, right? ML, he's just... Bethesda's such a tiny indie studio, we need to give them all a break.
This place has seen better days.
Joshua Graham is one of those people, never... Yeah, isn't he? He's a fantastic character, and to me he carries the DLC. I just think, like, what he's bundled into isn't as great as people make it out to be. Like, Joshua Graham, Randall Clark, easily the standouts of Honest Hearts, but the story itself is just like, you know, you get to the canyon, then the point is to leave, and yeah. But, like, obviously there needs to be, like, gameplay and a reason to explore around that. You know, I think a lot of Fallout fans would just play a game if it was, you know, just sitting in a chair listening to Joshua Graham talk. Alright, so I want to do it without bringing Dog out, so let's see what we can do.
If it isn't the...
Do you guys come out here so you don't get trapped in the cage? Wait here.
Glow's blessings go with you.
Did I try Pillars turn-based mode? No. Long story short, I don't like Pillars, so whether it's real-time or turn-based, I don't like the game in general. Lonesome Road is my favourite DLC, I think, of the four. Yeah, I love the road. Recently I read Blood Meridian for the first time, just going off topic since we're talking about Cormac McCarthy. He's a great writer. And that book and film of the road, I mean, are real gems. It's cool you love Lonesome Road, but yeah, personally, Dead Money's my favourite, just because I'm not a fan of how Lonesome Road suddenly shoehorns in a player backstory, and like Hopeville and Ulysses and blah 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 at the 11th hour, when New Vegas is otherwise famed for its role-playing and like player freedom.
So here we are, a row of switches all lined up. How familiar. These switches won't move themselves. You can lead me to water. No. Being trapped in this courtyard while lights are flashing and sirens are screaming. I can survive one or two of the inhabitants. More than that. And the gate here... Really? And why is that? Dog is much more docile, obedient. You're right, but trust? Trust is such a harsh word. I prefer mutual need. It's more honest. No, I can help you. Dog has torn apart. Find some of the inhabitants. They're not easy to kill. 2 chunks of meat from their bodies should be...
Alright, let's go kill some ghost people. So I want to do it with everyone's trust this playthrough, just because I think it's like thematically more interesting. So it looks like we have to do the long way around. Ooh, nice. No worries, thanks for joining. Hope you have a good night as well. But the rate I'm going, like, I think we're already about, what is it, 2.5 hours. I probably won't be able to finish the DLC today. Otherwise it's going to be like a very long stream, but let's see how we go. Thanks for joining though. I'll see you in another one, hopefully. Oh, damn. Let's go kill some ghost people.
Yes.
Where's Rosa at? Ah.
Still with it.
Damn it. Where are we?
We're in business.
I take it the...
Taking alive. Whoops. So, I need to... What's that bloody... Oh, there it is. Shit. 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 Crippled.
Serve us.
God for doctor's bags, right? So the annoying thing is... oh no, I do have ammo. Nice.
They won't even see it.
Crap, can't take it out.
You made your last mistake.
I don't know if we can reach the other. Oh no, we can. Sweet. Shit. 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 I'm going. There we go. Okay. Just sprinted past. It's so random. Why would I want, like, soiled clothing? What? What's this? From memory, it's Yuri Lowenthal that voices Daniel in the DLC, like he does a lot of characters in the first game, in the base game, I mean. Of course, everyone's favourite being Oliver Swanek. But yeah, thinking back to the times I played on Assaults, I think usually I side with Joshua Graham, just because he's a far more compelling character. Oh, excuse me. Take me alive. Okay, you will take me just gonna have to sprint through again so I don't detonate my collar. Just move my mic a bit. Ooh. Go, 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 go. There we go. See? No reason to panic.
You better have brought enough meat. You're good.
Thanks, dude. Alright, that's pretty much it until we see, at least I think it is, it for Dog and God until the kitchen towards the end. Now I just need to... Oh! One of these caches. Still no guns. Oh no! 9mm. Cool. Hey, I'll take anything at this stage. Stage, I should say. Ah, I was wrong. Okay. I could have sworn he was voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, but it has been a couple of years since I played Honest Heart, so my bad. Alright, I've got 30 bullets. Better than nothing. Now I can actually use my guns and stealth skill again. Let's just leg it. I'm not getting caught here again. That's not the way. Well, the good news is I haven't crashed so far, so that's nice for a change. Although, obviously, me saying that, now I've just jinxed myself. Who are we doing next?
So, what's your story, beautiful? Don't talk much, do you? Was that him floating above the fountain, the boss man? The one who put these bow ties on our necks? Sure does like to make a presentation. We should keep it down, or else the ghost people are going to swarm the gates. Vira hologram or no.
Yeah, don't you? Or guess Vira Keys got lost along with the rest of the Hollow archives when the bomb hit, huh? Ghost in name and image. Still a looker, though. Got to hand it to Sinclair. Sure can pick him. Well, or get picked. Whichever. Vera was a big star back before the bomb. Not the best actress, but, well, she had other talents. Nice voice, nice legs. For some reason, Sinclair, he built this place. She caught his eye. Once he was hooked, that was it. Had to have her. So made the introductions, and guess what? He builds this place for her like some kind of Cleopatra obsession. Wasn't always a death trap. Of course. What? Some kind of surprise to you that I knew people once? Used to have my name in lights, all right? Knew a dozen Veras, or whatever her name was. Vera Keys. Figured I could pay Sinclair back. Introduce the two. Guy was a slouch in the dame department. Had to pick up the slack somehow. No. Looks like a rooftop in Puesta del Sol. In better days, nice view. Now, it's the last place anyone wants to stand when this event goes off. That place during spring, summer and fall, a little bit in winter, is a prime resort spot for ghost people. If we're going there, I'm not... Partner, I'm not... He figures this... Plus, I'm guessing...
Little Miss Silence? Maybe she needs to be in some place where she can be seen, but being heard isn't
Really?
important.
Ha! I
And
didn't know he
me?
did the seed machine as well.
I've had prime
That's
film
funny.
in Europe, New York, and this gig doesn't feel like that. Don't get me wrong, I can hold an audience, conduct a score from the rooftops, but I'm guessing I'm the odd man out in this whole heist. Odd man out, dead weight. Someone you need holding the toolbox. Any guy with hands.
All right then, I'll just wallflower it over here.
Yeah, Ulysses does love to yap. Damn it. Still one more intelligence. Nice. Yes. She also obviously voices Vera Keyes as well. To her credit, even though I'm kind of sick of hearing her and Troy Baker nowadays, plus obviously the Critical Role cast saturation as well, this was still a time where she was, like, I guess before her big breakout. Like, my first kind of experience and what I associate her voice with the most is the boss, actually, of all things, in the new Saints Row games. Because I used to play with her and obviously Troy Baker naturally as well as the male voice as well. But yeah, it's mainly a product of saturation again, or oversaturation, hearing her and the Critical Role cast again in everything nowadays. Especially RPGs, because like with Pillars 2, they want the free marketing.
If you need food, stims, put in a chair. Hold out your hand.
Still yapping.
Let's head to the hall. If we go backstage, we avoid the locals.
Steady.
Radio here. It's upstairs, maybe? Where is it? Let's see if I can get the very hard lock. There we go. That's it. A very hard lock, and I get 3 chips. Wow.
Look alive.
Uh-oh. Getting ghost people. Oh, really? Well, there you go. I have to eat humble pie again. I just thought they were the same person. I should stop wasting ammo. Where's the... Stay down.
What out if you see a prize lying around? The ghost would believe supplies as traps.
I hear a radio. I don't know where it is, so... Can I get upstairs here? See, how about that? I got 48 chips from the open cash register, but 3 from the very hard-locked safe. Just my luck.
I can help you with the crowd, not for long.
How do I get up there? Whoop.
This crouching is hell on my knees.
I'm very excited for Bakersfield. I think it's the most promising thing to come out of the Fallout series in a very long time.
See a prize lying around.
Yeah, the guy who did it, I think he also did some work on the, I think it was Olympus and Nevada as well, like the cinematics. But yeah, I'm super stoked for Bakersfield. Unfortunately, it's still a ways off. The gameplay looks amazing. It's like the closest thing we've had to actual Fallout 1 since probably the game itself. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Just have to be patient, like with most fan projects and mods and all that. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna have a quick break. Shiz and Captain, I'll answer your questions when I get back.
The ghost
Alright, sorry for the hold up there. Just need to stretch my legs a bit and get something to drink, that kind of thing. Excuse me. Am I going to see the Christopher Nolan's new film at the cinema? Yeah. I will say I am pretty disappointed about some of the casting choices and how it looks very modern, I guess is the best way to say it. Like I have kind of like an obsession with Greek mythology. Like actually studied the Iliad and the Odyssey. Like it's all over my work, which shouldn't come as a surprise to people. So yeah, as much as I respect Nolan as a director, he's made some great films. I'm not impressed by what I've seen of the Odyssey so far. And that's separate from even before this this recent stuff with like the casting started and like the rapper or whatever. Like, what are we doing, man? And as I've said many times before, I'm not a fan of revisionism. So like casting sub-Saharan African people as Greek, like it's basically the same thing as the whole you know, Cleopatra was black just because some lady's grandmother said so. Yeah, like I would like to think it's going to be good, but I have some sneaking suspicions about what Nolan's been doing. Like Oppenheimer was a good film, but he's had a bit of a plateau the past couple of films. So yeah, long rambling answer to say yes, I will go see it. Hopefully it's good, but I'm keeping my expectations pretty low at the moment. But let's get New Vegas back up. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Let's get deep down there. More chips. That's something.
That sounded expensive.
Wasn't there a suitcase or something up here? Oh yeah, the fuses. I remember that. I think it was for Christine's quest. Alright. So that was a whole lot of nothing.
This crouching's hell on my knees.
Where am I going? No, that went open. Alright.
Aren't the trees lovely this time of year? Oh, blooming and green. Going to need a hand here, partner.
God.
Going to need a hand here, partner.
Enough.
Why did they keep making ones? It's probably my...
Sure, he's listening.
It's over.
Local man struggles to open lock. Ah. Dude. Like, right there. There we go. Where's the radio? Where's the radio?
Something's moving about.
Damn it.
Don't dive in for too long.
There, the switching station. That's where you'll need to bring the mute.
It's just like it.
May the glow guide my hand.
Jumps by ghost people. I totally had it. Oh uh-oh, I'm nearly dead.
Are you alive or dead?
Very good question. It's alright, puppy. Hey, 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 hey. Shh, 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 shh. It's alright. It's alright, bub.
Nowhere to run.
Buff out. It's something, I guess. It's alright. It's alright. Hey. Good boy. What was that? How happy are we, mate? Something outside. Is that meant to be an alarm? What's it playing? Just our soul.
What? I was just getting started.
Oh, there's more of them, is there? Let's run. Stem pack, that's nice.
Next time,
You're
don't
at the
bother.
gold scalar area. Now make him stay.
What? I was just getting started.
So they must be detecting something.
Didn't think much about.
Nice. So come upstairs, my guy.
You sure came a long way to.
Looks like.
So,
There we go.
this is where I'm supposed to put on the show. Played better venues, let me. What's that there? Wiring? Looks like it's tied to the sound system in the villa. Except for that snipped section there. So, what? I stand here, hold the two ends in my hands and tap them together like cymbals? Well, safely? Around here, that word doesn't come cheap. Look,
The ghost people are not big on talking. They are big on listening, hunting, killing. More vicious than music critics, trust me. Take? It's not going to take anything, because you couldn't offer me anything to stay here. The ghost people will come out of the woodwork when the gala event starts blaring. No, you're not the type, but accidents
least not
happen,
yet.
good intentions or no. Look, you could offer me a steel-clad contract for a world tour of all major cities with imperial records. I still wouldn't stay here. No, you want to know why? They hear anything out of the ordinary. You can look all you...
Like they fled.
Fine, I'll do the stupid holograms. Is that a... no.
Let's hope the wiring still holds up. Am I the only one who can smell something burning?
Ah, shit. It's because I just jumped down. Screw it. I'm gonna climb all the way back up. Alright, Dane, you big coward. Is that good enough for you? There is no one.
Didn't think much about... You powered the hologram, but,
no, we're not gonna hit on Dame.
Well, yeah. You got a point. All right, look, if... But listen, when this thing goes off, try and get into the Sierra Madre without me. You'll wish you hadn't.
Alright, one more to go. Whoop. Where's Christine?
Mm-hmm. What? I don't know about this Domino guy, but if he's been stewing here all this time, he's gonna bring down a lot of trouble on your head. And mine. You can tell what her wild gesturing means? Mierda. I can't make heads or tail of it.
Just ignore the dog in the background there.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's get going, Christine. Give me 2 secs, guys. Just need to let him out.
tour of all major cities. Look, major city. You want to know?
Fine, I'll do the stupid holograms. No,
Let's hope the wiring still holds up. Am I the only one who can smell something burning?
Ah, shit. It's because I just jumped down. Screw it. I'm gonna climb all the way back up. Climb all the way back up. Alright, sorry for the hold up there. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just letting my dog out. There we go. You can probably hear in the background. Sorry about that. I think my mic might be a bit low, so I'll turn the sound down. Should be a bit better. Alright, so we're currently Christine. Sprint it. Christine, coming in. That's the problem with playing followers. Come on. In you come. Electrical box. Okay, what do I need to do? What? What's my skill? Oh, you're kidding. Just 8 shy. Naturally. Do I have anything that can boost it? No, I don't. Great. 3 electrical box views. Great. Yeah. I've got the breed I have is one of the livestock guardian dogs. So he's constantly barking about things. I don't mind it though. It's just mainly because it's not as pleasant for you guys listening to it. No, okay. So you stay here, Christine. We've got to go find fuse boxes. No, never mind. Sprint. Okay, so I have to climb up. Can I... awkward platforming in Fallout New Vegas? Hell yeah. She's waiting. She's like, you know, on the other side of the block, but the block, like the beeping blocker thing still works. Talk about range. What I really need is that stim pack, like blueprints or whatever you call it. But maybe that was back in the medical clinic. How do I get upstairs? No. Cigarettes. No. So is it not? Oh, I see. I completely missed the toolbox there. Seems like the stream's kind of died, and I've been streaming for a couple of hours. Probably not all in one go. If I do stream again, I'm not sure. It will be later tonight. Do I have another fuse box? Nice. Okay, cool. Finally got all three. I'll at least get up to triggering the heist. We can do the second part either later tonight or, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. Is there anything in Fallout 1, location, faction, character you'd like to see more of? I just met Carlos. It's been quiet recently, so I figured people were streaming out since I assume a lot of you are in like the Europe or America. Hey, welcome. That's okay if it's your first time. I literally only started streaming yesterday. But you're more than welcome here. But back to your question, Ding. So I'd like to see expanded Bond? Not really. I think part of why I love Fallout 1 so much is that it's such a, like it's a very concise, well-made game. So, like, I don't think it needs anything added to it, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, I'm to be honest, it's, I can beat it in, like, 6 to 8 hours. And that's doing, like, everything. So it's not a super long game. But, like, it's I guess, I'm kind of rambling, but I think it's, perfect the way it is, I guess. Nice, yeah. No, I'm not gonna cancel the stream or anything, because, X amount of people. I just meant because the stream was pretty quiet. I assume a lot of people were jumping out because it's getting late for you guys. No, you're fine. Don't apologize for being quiet. I just, like I said, I thought because the chat was pretty quiet, I assumed that most people had felt it out by now. That's the thing about streaming in Australia. It's kind of not ideal for any time zones. Like, it's not great for UK or Europe, and it's not great for America either. Where is that bomb? Shit. 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 Oh, excuse me. Where is that bomb? Ah, there we go. So this little section here is easy to get caught out on because there are a lot of traps on the ground which you can't see very well. I remember there being like a bunch of bear traps. Yeah. Whoop. Ski stick back. Give me some health before I die. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me. In any case, yeah, like I'll keep streaming, regardless of the numbers. I was just saying because the chat had been pretty quiet. Right, so that was bring supplies back here. So it's probably a word that ends with S. Copies. No? Damn it. Just the mic a bit there. Sorry about that noise. Not C choice. Oh, come on. CH. Is that it? Finally! I eventually got one of these. Alright, that turned the speakers off, and also diffuse this before I play my legs off. Dynamite, that should come in handy. And I also got some stim packs. Nice. Okay. Some water. Medicine since it's maxed.
Let Mama handle this.
Nice, finally. Menace. Watch as I fail this lockpicking again and again. Yeah. Bethesda's very attached to this lockpicking minigame. It's not a fan, to be honest. Yeah. Nice, finally. So, God damn it.
You don't believe it been. Trust me.
Hesitate.
Can I disable them? Damn it. UAKE. No. God damn it. Not a fan of the hacking minigame. Can't even speak. Yeah, because I've got maxed out medicine, and to be honest, I don't really use the skill magazines that much anyway. I think the most I use them are like good springs when my skills are pretty low anyway. That's another thing with the balancing in New Vegas. Like, reducing the skill point, like the total pool of skill points, would make the magazines more useful. So not... Nice, finally. Can I turn the speakers off? Whoop. Nice work, guys. It's probably barking at a possum or something outside. Oh. Crash. Yeah, there we go. Give me 2 secs, guys. I'll just let my dog back in since he keeps barking at something. It's probably a possum. Alright, sorry for the hold up there. Yeah, well I got pretty lucky. That was like about 3.5 hours and most of the DLC without crashing, so that's pretty good run. Hopefully I haven't jinxed it though. Hey puppy, go sit down, matey. Good boy. I enabled everything, right? Yeah, cool. Last thing I need is to start yapping again when I'm muted. Or maybe that's a good thing for you guys. Right, so... Fingers crossed, it's not... No, that just took us up again. There we go. I would try and narrate Christine's lines, but I don't think anyone wants to hear that. That's good bit of character writing, actually, that she has claustrophobia. Right, so...
done already?
Me too, Rosa. There we
The
go.
bell tower. That's where you'll trigger the gala event. It's a ways up. I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
Ever seen the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus? Great film. No, I haven't actually. It was talked about a lot after Heath Ledger died, because a couple of his friends banded together to finish it. Like, I know Colin Farrell, what's his face? James Franco, I think, joined in as well. Yeah, I'll get around to seeing it one day, though.
Let's get this show on the road. This Elijah guy has got another thing coming.
So this will probably be it for the stream, guys. I'll get up to the bell tower and we can trigger the final stretch of Dead Money probably tomorrow. The 2 streams yesterday were actually pretty tiring, so first world problems. And it's been a pretty long stream today, so where am I even going? Let's just jump across. Have I made indie games besides the one you mentioned in that video? Yeah, a couple of them. Like, I wouldn't really say like very good games, I guess. There's also the few I've done on itch.io earlier this year, but like, I don't think they're, you know, amazing. They were just kind of like, oh, started doing game dev out of nowhere, just kind of like a hobby thing on the side. But yeah, I wouldn't say they're anything to write home about. Like, I never thought of publishing them officially, or that would make, even when I did it with like a team briefly, like I tried to explain to them that we're not gonna, you know, get our own personal limousines here. Like, the total amount of money we made off donations on itch was like, let's go for a round of soft serve ice cream at McDonald's. So yeah, I guess a lot of what I've done recently, for sure, leans more towards prototypes. I've done a bunch of like little small games, and yeah, like a lot of game devs, I imagine, you start off with the idea and then you kind of lose steam, or you get, you know, distracted by a million other ideas. So yeah, I wouldn't, like, personally I wouldn't publicize a lot of what I've done per se. I'm better known for mods, which is fine. It's what I've spent more time on anyway. Every chip counts. As I get led into another trap. Any good stuff for me? Buff out the Sierra Madre. It's alcohol. Very on. Hey! 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 It's all right. We could probably call it here, and I'll finish up with some questions. Whoop. We'll go to the up to the Carla, and then we'll do that next stream. Wow, that's how little damage I do. Let's just call it there. A couple of questions coming in. First we'll do the one from CVB. Or Carlos. Like they're writing though. Yeah, look, it's like kind of an inescapable thing that like it's not impossible to make amazing games as a solo dev. Clearly some people are able to put in that ungodly amount of time and either outsource, like paying people to do assets, or they're crazy enough to put in the time and effort to do all that themselves. But yeah, you know, we have to kind of be more charitable when people are doing work themselves. And I guess similar to you, a lot of my passion comes from the writing and character side of things. In terms of what you were asking CVB though, BG3 video, did you have a particularly strong opinion, rigid choices? Yeah, look, I think it's partly like something that's kind of inescapable with a game that tries to be so broad as something like Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, it's alright. Hey, trying to answer a question here, buddy. That there are points where it will railroad you, or not really give you the kind of choices you're looking for, and trying to give you the full range of choices for a given scenario. It has been a long time. Like I said, I tried like an evil run to get Minthara afterwards, and that was so disappointing. I just kind of dropped it there and never touched it since. All the people who have continued to swarm the BG3 video to this day, like they have the idea in their minds of the game as it exists today, of like, wow, we've actually added all these character endings, and you know, actually bothered to finish the game. On top of something that was sold for 90 Australian dollars for 3 years of early access. But yeah, long story short, I agree that a lot of the choices are pretty rigid as well. So yeah, it's not to a point, it's kind of like dramatic license, I guess. I guess with a lot of RPGs, there is a point where you have to kind of go, okay, even a game that's really deep and reactive, we can't branch out infinitely. But I just found the story very disappointing overall, so... Oh. Just had a bunch of comments deleted. Is he a good boy? Is that the best boy? Yeah. He's my baby boy. He's turning 6 this year. You'd think he's an old man because he's a slowpoke when I take him out for a walk, but yeah. He's a Maremma sheepdog. If you don't know what that is, picture a golden retriever, except they're pure white. They're a... excuse me. There's a... Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with your messages there. Maybe that was a bug with the bot that's doing the overlay. So I can see your messages coming up, Jack, but it's not actually showing in the chat. Not sure what's happening there. Oh, that's why. It changed back to... Yeah, there we go. Good pickup. About the dog breed, yes. So Maremmas are a livestock guardian dog. but my baby boy is very special because he's a rescue. So he wasn't like trained to be on a farm or anything, and he's like very anxious. Like he gets the shakes sometimes because he gets very nervous about like small incidental things. But yeah, still love him, and but yeah, he spends, unlike the rest of the breed, because they're meant to look after chickens and sheep and whatever. Yeah, he sleeps inside with me for most of the day, but he's still very territorial, hence all the barking. I'm just going to turn off the display quickly while I check something. If you guys have any more questions... Yeah, unintentional cameos. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them. Otherwise, that's probably it for today. I don't think I'll stream again later tonight. Like, I can't keep doing that all the time. But yeah, thanks for jumping in. We'll finish Dead Money with the big finale probably tomorrow. My car's getting serviced on Tuesday, so maybe then. But yeah. Let's adjust my desk for a sec. After working so many desk jobs for so long, a sit-stand desk is essential for me. Yeah, thanks Jack for jumping in, and to everyone. Yeah, thanks as always, Carlos. You said you're like 4 AM there? You better get some sleep, man. Or maybe you've got that creative drive at the moment to work on your game. I understand. I used to stay up all kinds of hours. Alright guys, I'll call it there. Thanks for jumping in. And I'll see you probably tomorrow.